Yo, what's happening, collective? Welcome back to New World Angel. Have you guys gotten your shit together yet? Because my readings from yesterday have all been psychotic. So I decided to come back on and do another reading for my collective. Let's see what energy I'm gonna pull today. Okay? Things are getting good, aren't they? You guys following my story? No, I want to pull from my new deck. The Gypsy Tarot, because I'm a gypsy and a witch. She's a witch! That's right, I am a witch. And y'all better watch the fuck out. I'm just gonna introduce myself like that from now on. How many people can I scare away? Probably a lot. And those that stick around, well, you're my kind. Witches! Grab your brooms. We fly at dawn. Actually at 10:03. Ooh-wee, I'm in a mood today, y'all. Feisty. I'm just so sick of these love readings, to be honest. I'm like, they're not lovely. They're actually disgusting for the most part. So, enjoy. What do we got? What do we got today, Spirit? Let's make it a good one. Widower. That's sad. That's not fun. These are just, well, they're baseline energy cards, and then we'll get into the storyline. Okay, a wedding. So widower getting married again? Ooh, 2 cards flew out. Wedding, servant, house. Am I pulling on Bridgerton? Maybe a servant is, or doesn't have, okay. We don't have servants anymore, really. Unless you're just that rich and you have, like, you know, help around. But I get, like, caterer. A caterer in a house getting ready for a wedding. What about this wedding? Tell us more about the wedding. Misfortune? It doesn't have to be like a bad omen, but Perhaps there could be like a small fire? Something happening like in the kitchen? Like a little blow up? Or a blow up is happening at a wedding? Let's hope not. But yeah, potentially like a small little like kitchen fire, or even like bad weather could be misfortune. Or perhaps like family isn't maybe isn't behind this wedding. That could be a misfortune. What about this wedding and misfortune? What else? I do get tower energy. Maybe something sort of comes to a head at this wedding. Anything else? Despair. You know what I get? Like my best friend's wedding vibes. Like, speak now or forever hold your peace. And somebody's like, I object. Has anyone ever been to a wedding when somebody objects? I would love to be a fly on the wall at that shit. I object. Maybe somebody doesn't want to get married. What about this servant in house or an old woman? Okay. It's an older lady. There's a caterer. Size. Hold on, I need glasses because I truly can't see. The writing's so small. Okay, yeah, definitely size. Maybe this older woman sort of has an inkling about like this isn't right. This older woman knows something about this. Interesting. Bottom of the deck. Thief. Maybe they know this person's only getting married for money. Forcer. Pushy energy, crosses your boundaries, gets what they want by any means. Maybe this was this was an arranged marriage? Yeah. Broke ass. This person's literally only getting married for money. And it's an arranged marriage, too. Divination abuser? Getting married to a divination abuser? Somebody who's a fraud? Not me. I'm not getting married anytime soon, so, you know. Does this servant see this? I do get arranged marriage vibes. What about this servant? Tell us more about this servant. Or a worker. It could be a worker at the wedding. Somebody who sees this going down. Karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Always some tension, low-key competing with you. Or they just like see possibly this person as like beneath you, you know, like it doesn't have to be an actual like worker at the wedding, like a lower level. But why would oh, maybe they think this person is getting married to them because they're, you know, they just come from a different class. I hate to even hold this card up, but like, look, this person doesn't, one person in the couple does not want to get married. Jesus. They really don't hold back in these cards. Shine, radiate with truth. Your light triggers darkness. Stay unapologetically you. All right. Hold. Sorry, Dunk King. What else? This does feel very Bridgerton-esque to me. Cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Maybe you're even getting married in like an older style home or setting. Like an area that's been around for a while. Happiness. Cobweb. Happiness. Yeah, forces beyond your control. This is an arranged marriage. I guess they still do that these days, you know? Different cultures. I wonder, like, what, I mean, if you're in a culture where arranged marriages are common, then I would assume that divorce is not common in that culture, right? Like, it's looked down upon. I mean, it's still looked down upon everywhere, pretty much. With the exception of like Hollywood, but it's become a norm. But I'm just sort of thinking, like, what's the longevity of these arranged marriages? Like, do people find themselves happy after a certain amount of time or not really? Anything else? And then we'll get into my cards. Yoke. Feeling tied down or frustrated. Yeah, you feel like you don't have a choice in this. It's an arranged marriage. Purse. Pay attention to your finances. Yeah, you're concerned about money. Wishbone. A wish is granted. Maybe this is what you thought you wanted, you know? You're like, ooh, this family has money. Or this other person's like, ooh, this family's got money. And I'm marrying into it. Or you know, just like, I do get one half of the couple is actually very happy about this arranged marriage. Younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. It's been a long journey to get to this point. 10. Oh. Yeah, it's a new beginning. The ending of single life, new beginning in this marriage. Yeah, courtship. Oh, maybe you guys have been together for a very long time and it's been like, this has been a long time coming. We should have gotten married like forever ago. All right, let's get into my cards. Smile! You're on candid camera. Yeah, you probably have photographers, videographers, the whole 9 yards. And if this family has money, maybe it's even going to be like broadcasted, like it's public. This totally could be Sophie, like the Benefee, Benedict and Sophie from Bridgerton. Maybe this is the start of the next season, and it's a scene where the mother stands up and is just like, I object. You know, she's a fraud. I did read the books, but I actually stopped after I didn't get into Gregory's or Hyacinth's wedding. I listened to, I read Benefee's, and then I read Eloise's. But Francesca's story is next. So I wouldn't doubt that the beginning of the next season is the wedding, because we never got to see them married. I love you, Shonda Rhimes. I do. Is it true? Mm-hmm. It's from Kenan and Kel. Back in the day, who loves orange soda? Cal loves orange soda. Is it true? Mm-hmm. I do. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, you have to watch that. Oh, it's so good. Where is Kel these days? I saw him maybe like a year ago, and he needs to make a comeback. He's funny. I wish Kenan and Kel would do like a little pop-up somewhere. What else? These cards are all jacked up. The thought of you makes them smile. That's where we're gonna start. Oh, maybe somebody else like has you in mind. They're like, oh, I'm getting married, but I wish I were getting married to this person. You know, weddings really make you think through, like, they kind of bring you back. You know, you look over at your partner or your lack thereof, and you're like, oh, I want that for myself. Or, ugh, why am I married to this person? Family members interfering. Yeah. I think I am pulling on Bridgerton. Stealth mode. Trying to be quiet about it. You're like, okay, there's a lot of shit being stirred up, but you've done all that you can do. You're like, there's no use. There's no helping these people. Not everyone can join on this next journey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they're gonna be so against it, it's like, so be it. But I want an Oopa Loopa now, Daddy. That's what I get. Do you have that mentality? Or does the woman in the relationship have that mentality? But I want an Oopa Loopa now. Ew. Good luck in that marriage. Such an asshole. I did wake up on some side of the bed today, and I'm like not holding back at all. A little uncomfy. Yeah. You're like, this doesn't make me feel good. I don't like that my family doesn't like this person. Or the family members interfering. Maybe they're interfering quietly and you don't even know. Like trying to stir up shit so you guys don't get married? You've done all that you can do. Uncomfy. With our powers combined, good or bad. The feds are involved. Rest assured. Everything is changing. Oh my God. What if the feds totally busted in on this wedding? Woo! That would be a fucking show, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Reminds me of Baked Baking when he speaks in his, because he just went on a trip to London and the way his accent's so good. Wouldn't it? Maybe this is happening overseas. What else? Divorce, golf or cricket. Cultural moment. This is a televised thing. Or it's on display. Like it's big. Poverty. Well, we already know one half of the couple is a broke ass. Look for signs from your guides. They just don't get it, but you do. Right next to everything is changing. karmic cycle ending. You've been tracked since you were a child, right next to cultural movement. And what I mean by tracked is that literally tracked. Maybe your family is, just so prevalent, like the name carries weight in the world, and so therefore, like, you're just naturally tracked, like people know your whereabouts because you garner a lot of attention. Or tracked in a sense that you've been, like, watched upon, government watch list type. In my case, I was tracked because from a very young age, not only was I born into a family that garnered attention, but my relative held a very high position in the government. And so I was tracked, and then on top of that, I have these gifts, psychic gifts, that are very much useful to governments, not just the United States government, everywhere. If you could know information without having to be someplace, remote viewing, astral projection, that is a quality that the government would be interested in, now wouldn't it? And so therefore, I was tracked. I was also targeted as a little girl. They tried to take me out. Hence the very bad accident I got into where my memory was fucking just rot. So tracked could mean a lot of different things. What does it mean for you? What else? Wealth transfer. They're wanting you to stay humble about it. Like, don't freak out. Everything's changing. Humble. And it's like, nope, no. Not gonna be humble about it at all. I'm gonna be very showy about it. Cleanse your energy, collective. Yeah, I get that, like, this person isn't fucking humble. I'm gonna make it known. I married into money. Emotional immaturity. The Most High saw everything. Right next to they just don't get it, but you do. Your purpose in this lifetime is huge, collective. Right next to you have been tracked since you were a child. Let fear ride. Don't let it drive. You might be a little fearful about everything that's happening currently. Ooh. Black magic, black energy. Wouldn't surprise me, especially coming from a family. If there is a lot of wealth to be had and it's a lineage that's been around for quite some time and carries weight with it, that they would not be discouraged from using otherworldly means to, I don't know, do whatever that they fucking want to do. sometimes confusion is the lesson. Yeah, can you operate through it? Worldwide. Yeah, this is far-reaching. Maybe it's gonna leave it's gonna leave a mark on the world. Dethroned. Either literally or figuratively. Seek out a spiritual guide or a counselor. Freemason. Brand new love. Hijinks. Got a little squirrely there. Missed opportunity. Yeah, the hijinks is what brought about a missed opportunity. They're so toxic. Pinky and the Brain. A dynamic duo. Author. Bullshit and party. I would love to hear from you. This new job is going to change everything. Living legend. What else? I want to drink this before it gets all watery. Woo! I'm on a whole nother level. Meet cute. Am I talking to Monica? The miniature mouse? Minnie Mouse? Abundance in all forms. Twin flame. Oh, I hope Monica meets her twin flame. I love that girl so much. Monica, I'm sorry. I talk about her like she's my best friend. And I never even met the woman. She's from Armchair Expert. And she talks about these meet cutes all the time. And I so badly want her to have a meet cute situation in her life to where she falls madly in love with that person. That would just be, that would be a win for all the shy girlies in the world that, you know, have felt outcasted in their life. Redemption is ours. Okay. We got the thought of you makes them smile. Family members interfering. On the stealth mode too. They're like, we gotta be on the lowdown with this one. They can't know. And then it's like, you've done all that you can do, collective. Like, you said and did the absolute most, for good or bad. There's an uncomfiness here. Maybe you didn't feel right about this wedding. You're like, oh, you know, either these people shouldn't be getting married or I shouldn't be getting married to this person, you know, like. But with our powers combined, for good or bad, the feds are involved. everything is changing too in that sort of way. There's a cultural movement afoot. Poverty, somehow in the picture. Look for signs from your guides.